What?
I was thinking about trying to do one of these. Basically, that's just like a little brush thing, so that it insulates, but it's essentially just a hole in the wall. And so we could run cables through that
Yeah.
on the other side. The problem is, like I mentioned, there's studs in that
Yeah.
on the other side. So if I'm going horizontal, I have to figure out a way to drill through studs, or I'm going to have to cut a patch next to each stud. And I'd have to go through at least 4 studs, so I'd be cutting at least 4 patches in the wall.
So it's a pain.
And I just realized too.
Oh no.
That's an exterior wall.
Oh.
It has insulation.
Yeah. Suck. Can't run it along the roof or ceiling?
Yeah,
And then hide it with wire management?
Yeah, we have one of those wire management things downstairs still that we never opened. Might want to try that.
Yeah.
We're going to need to get thinner HDMI cables.
Excuse me. I'm just setting things up. We'll start here in a second. I should probably, as long as that's going, yeah, that's going. Let's see here. We'll be starting in just a moment. Okay, should be good to go now. And done. Continue. Oh, right. So let me put that up here. Where was I? Oh yes. Dude looking for his daughter.
Certainly.
Who's Pace? Interesting. Hmm. The Orlan hovers by the window, peering out of it every few seconds. As you enter the room, she watches you carefully, her hand hovering over her stiletto. She cranes her head to peer behind you. Anyone follow you? Who sent you? I was just looking around. A man leaning against the wall glances out the door and nods to the Orlan. The hand of her weapon relaxes, but she's still watching you closely. Some old friends from Defiance Bay are looking for me. We're not exactly friends anymore, if you catch my drift. I'm just trying to lie low and mind my own business, know what I mean? Boss. Alright. She raises a hand before turning back to you. My friend here thinks you could maybe help us out. Now, I'm sure you're a busy woman, so I'll make it worth your time. Just go take a look around town. Come back and let me know if the coast is clear, or if you see any suspicious figures. Pretty suspicious. What is this about? I may have gotten myself into trouble with some powerful people in Defiance Bay. Powerful criminal people. I suppose it was bound to happen eventually. I'm a thief by trade, and it's hard to do my kind of business in the city without crossing them eventually. Now I'm just trying to put some distance between us. Yeah. Let me guess. Was that someone named Medrith? She draws her stiletto. It's a lie, plain and simple. I got on the wrong side of his employers, and now he's after me. But if you're here to do his dirty work, I won't make it easy on you. Just want to hear your story. What story? The Dominels came after me. I just happened to rob the wrong place. How was I supposed to know they'd already claimed it? The more and more I see about this, the Dominels suck. I don't like the Dominels. They're pretty shisty. They're butts.
Did you notice that the chat box shows up as red?
It's not actually showing up as red in the stream. This is just on OBS. It shows up as the red is just because I have it selected. Yeah, so it's telling me this is where your chat window is. Anyway. She runs her hand under her hood and through her hair. It was an honest mistake. I'm just trying to survive now. And if you spoke with Medrith, you know he's waiting. Please help me out of here. Medrith waiting for you the rest of the river. Yeah, I don't like Dominoes. Alright, I'm trusting you. Don't have much choice. See if you can send him the other way. That should buy me some more time. I'll say if you do go downstairs, by the way, I would totally love a drink. That's if you go downstairs. You should go downstairs. Because I can't. I've already started, you see. I've already started, you see. There's one person. They haven't said anything yet. So hello, person. These are probably dudes that are going to be like, ooh, yeah, that's what I figured. I really hope I'm not missing any sort of, thank you. I hope I'm not missing any sort of like plot for the special little stories, or are they all just literally just Kickstarters?
Oh yeah, those are all Kickstarters.
Yeah, okay, cool. Okay. Well, the mass murdering witch was not actually a mass murdering witch. She just happened to be, who's this guy? He's probably a boob. Yep. I'm just calling them boobs. Because that's what it sounds like every time you click on one. Boob. Okay.
Right fetching feathers, lass.
Repeat, please, in Adiran.
And stand closer so I can grab your neck if you said what I think you did.
That was Isselmere. She likes your feathers.
There's an
Thanks,
odor
but
that
I'm
could
not
sear the
interested,
memories from your skull.
Isilmir.
Ah, who's this person?
Hail and well met.
A young woman leans against a wagon. One arm and one side of her face are covered in bandages with raw, rippled flesh showing underneath. A minty, tangy scent wafts from her dressing. She smiles painfully. Just ventured into town? I'm about dry on some of my stocks, but you're welcome to have a look. How'd you get burned? By the flame. How bad does it look? Just say it. I know you can tell me straight. It looks like it hurts. That's a mighty soft way of putting it. I've been keeping an eye on a drake's nest east of town at Deerford's Crossing. The beast stayed just long enough to lay a clutch and moved on. Thank the Sky Mother it wasn't a full-grown dragon. Fresh eggs are much more useful than the ones that get passed between merchants or left in nests for weeks or more, and that clutch looked to be at its peak. Thought I'd see about getting an egg, but I didn't realize so many of them had already hatched, or that young worms were so territorial. What's so special about the eggs? They're one of the strongest tonics known to Kith. If you leave out Caroglone, Galan, of course, but not saying anyone should take that. But dragon eggs are known to make Kith bold, purposeful. Some even think they'll protect from Beowax. All I know is everyone's pining after potions made from dragon's eggs. But the damn roads can't reach none of my suppliers, so I'm stuck with whatever I can scrounge up in the wood. Deercap, River Reed, and the like. I could give you an egg. I just killed that drake, actually. She keeps her gaze steady, but you see hope kindling in her eyes and twitching at the corners of her mouth. I sure hope you're not leading me on. I don't like to think I could stand getting burned again. If you really mean to go after it, I'd certainly pay you. Just remember, big as they are, dragon eggs are fragile, and there's a lot more I can do with the whole one.
Greetings.
Anything else I can do for you? I've got some handy ointments if you're braving the roads anytime soon. Looking for Miss No. Oh, that lord's daughter. She was a new shade of green when I seen her the other morning, chatting with Trigal. She was just outside his shop. You're talking about, was she pregnant? And worked into a state about it. She was. The girl was so sick she didn't even notice Trigal's stink. I offered her some herbs too to take care of the problem. Thought it might save her some trouble with her old man, but she wouldn't have it.
Hello.
Show me your wares. You look for? Hardy har nest egg.
Gods keep you.
A sturdy, broad-shouldered man wipes his hands on his slacks. He reeks of the same foul compound wafting from the vats, and his arms are stained with dye. He looked to purchase some leather. Alis, what do you want? Only that her father's men have been banging down doors and stirring up trouble for her. I never met her myself. Donna says otherwise. Did you know? What else did you say? She was pregnant. That would explain a lot. Father's dragged her out here to get hitched to some backwoods noble. She wanted to escape, all right. And I was happy to give it to her. We snuck across the river a few nights ago for some private time. Come to find out, we weren't exactly alone. An ogre, taller than Winfrith's tails, sprung out of the forest, and we were so lost in the heat of the moment we didn't notice it until it was upon us. You're totally lying, and I can't tell you that. Call you out on it. Oh my god. See why you kept this? I'm not proud, but that's what happened. She could still be alive. I'm in no shape to go after her, but that Harond looks like he'd have coppers to spare for anyone who found her. Others around here have seen the ogre east of town. Took most of Rumbald's pigs just the other day. If someone were to find it, there'd be a lot of grateful people in Deerford. Something else? What's in the collapsed tower? It's collapsed. Nothing. Few hides on stretching racks and the tallow stench. Dengliers always grumbling about. The rest of the keep dust, just like a fool Lady Thanu who tried to hold it. There's a bard in the inn who will tell you some old place in store if you want to hear it. Alright, leave. He was lying through his teeth, but I can't call him on it, so I guess I'll have to leave. How do you raise your stats in this game? Like, I'm already level 6 and I have yet to get a you can raise your stats thing. Do you just not? Because I'm getting to a point now where, like, unless I have, like, Might 18 or Perception 16 or something like that, I can't actually continue, like, get a better option. And I have yet to find, is the only way to do it is to enchant stuff? And does it even work that way? Let's go tell the other guy that she's gone. So I'll have to do a potion every time I talk to somebody and hope that that's what I need? That's kind of stupid. Because I just had a conversation with somebody, but in order to unlock one of the options, I needed to have Perception 12. I don't. So if I can't up my base stats...
You can have one of your companions talk to them if they have the stats.
How the heck do I do that? Usually it just assumes it's me, and it could be any companion that walks up to them. Man paces angrily. His sun-withered face twisted with ire. He's so wrapped up. Yeah, upgrade gear? Well, so is that the only way to do it, though? You upgrade your gear? Is it upgrade as in you enchant it, or is it that you just...
Some gear gives bonuses, some enchantments on gear give bonuses, some potions give bonuses.
Yeah. Because I've noticed that you can do that. What's wrong? This monster stole my pigs, traipsed into the village, tore down my pen, and made off with the whole damn herd. Left a few little runts, and what am I supposed to do with them? What are you talking about? An ogre moved into the area not long ago. Folk have been seeing glimpses and tracks out into the woods, but it seemed to be staying away from town, or so we all thought until it made off with my pigs. Now everyone's afraid it's going to develop a taste for kids if it hasn't already. Did you see the ogre take your pigs? What else would have destroyed my pen and made off with my herd? A person. And at the same time, the rest of the village is seeing a 10-foot monster in the forest. I know it's too late to get my pigs back, but I'd set my mind at ease to see that thing's head shorn from its neck. In fact, you bring its ugly pate to me, and I'll trade you for something so less used to a farmer like me than them rowdy-looking sort of yourself. Okay, so the quality. I'm looking for a noble woman. How many times do I have to repeat myself? I already told those snooping guards I haven't seen her, but that hasn't kept them from nosing around my property. Need something else? What do you know about the ogre? It's the same as any other, I'm sure. A big, ugly son of a bitch with a nasty temper and an appetite to match. Trigil could tell you more. He claims to have seen it in the wood. You could find him in his shop right by the broken tower. Leave. Okay. Aw, little piggies. So what you're saying is that... Wait, hold on. Where is it? By getting its quality up to like exceptional, superb, or legendary, that I could start doing like these basically? Is that what it is? Although I don't know what these little things mean. These little anvils next to it, I'm not exactly sure. Have to be level 8, I guess, to be able to do that. Level 4, level 8, level 12, level 16. What's in here? Not gonna steal your stuff? Who's Rinfrith?
Hail and well met.
A portly, smiling man stands behind a warped wooden counter, polishing a bucklet. He looks up. Haven't seen you before. Always glad to see a new face in town. Company's good for business, and chatter's good for the soul. That's what I always say. Anyhow, what can I do for you? I'm looking for a young woman. That lord's got you asking her out too, eh? At least you ask politely enough. Bad enough having a small army move into town, but then they start throwing their weight around and telling you your business. That's the problem with these lords. They think their money and their family name entitle them to some kind of special treatment. They expect everyone to fawn over them the way their servants do. No, sir. It's not the kind of people we are, not in the Deerwood. We broke away from the Adir to get away from that kind of nonsense. If they think... Winthrop, focus. I'm looking for the girl. I know exactly what all this stuff is. Like, some uppity lord came looking for his daughter. He was being uppity about it, and everybody was like, well, fuck you. And no, that's exactly what was going on. Winfrith, focus. Of course. I was just getting to her. I haven't seen her, not since she went missing anyway. She mostly kept to herself, but you know how women are. Always carrying on, full of palaver once any two of you get together. Perfectly harmless, mind you. I'm not criticizing. Just feels like you never run out of things to say. That girl seemed rather quiet, downright shy if you do say so, but even Hedina got her talking. Just goes to show you. An alchemist runs a small stand. Yeah, I talked to her. A town lady had a run with some worms not long ago. She's lucky it wasn't an ogre. Took all of Rumbold's pigs the other day. Did you hear? But don't get him started. He'll still sore about that. Yeah, I already found out about that. What's going on? Oh, we're quite down. Not much happens here, especially not since the legacy hit. People realized they couldn't have babies and just stopped trying altogether. That takes a lot of the excitement out of the day-to-day, if you can believe it. All right, goodbye. So he's a whole lot of nothing. And you're a womp. So, back this way. Oh, I had people here. Wolfen was helping me, and then he's gone. Or she.
Your own father sold you to the Brotherhood?
He hated me anyway. I was glad to be gone. The Dukes are my parents now. The Republics, my children.
That's an interesting way of looking at it.
Good day, stranger.
Yes, and I let her go. Don't worry, I'll catch up to her right after I take care of you. Well, you're gonna die, so it doesn't really matter.
That's not very helpful.
Except the priest is gonna die real fast. Except his second wind's not very good. Oh, there we go.
Brave thou Philophili.
Dead guy. Very dead guy. Alright, we got that fixed. Hey, we leveled up! Woo! I like that one. Also like that one. Cool, I like that one. Alright, everybody's got their things. Let me make sure I save that. Let's see here. There's the temple. What is the grieving mother? That would be be the character that would be at these. This woman looks briefly through you as if she doesn't know you're there. This middle-aged peasant woman is dressed in a brown leather cloth draped down to her knees. Her hands are working at separating stringy, colorless vegetables in a pile before her, stripping the heads off of long fiber stems with a paring knife. She discards the stems one by one, placing the heads of the vegetables into a small cradle-like basket in front of her. She doesn't greet you as you approach. You're not sure she knows you're there. Excuse me? The woman doesn't respond. She keeps stripping the heads from the vegetables with a steady rhythm. She may be deaf. There's no indication she heard you. Study the woman. At first glance, she seems nothing more than a middle-aged woman, unremarkable, maybe less stern than most, who seems more focused on the weaving in her lap than her surroundings. Yet you suddenly notice she's not stripping the vegetables for her any longer. She's weaving, and the vegetable pots are now missing. She still pays you no mind, her brown locks torn and snagged from the lack of washing. Like many of the townsfolk you've seen, there is a strange blur to her. Even the motion of her hand seems to be playing with the threads that lack color, in a shape that lacks interest. It may be that she is half-minded or deaf, but something feels wrong as you watch. Her knitting takes on an odd cadence, and you have a terrible suspicion that something lurks beneath what your eyes are showing you. Focus. Her brown hair is long, almost impossibly to the length of her hands. As you follow the streams of her locks downward, the hairs become long and black, splitting off into threads of black and silver and wrapping around her hands. She is forming a soul cradle with the threads, braiding the end net in front of you, each finger long and sharp like a series of knitting needles, almost hypnotic. The silver and black strands of her hair weave together, with silver predominating as the highlight, the black shadowing it. She's like a shadow weaver, I bet. And suddenly you are calm. You are on a plateau, almost the height of a tower, several stories high. The plateau is like a table lying beneath a clear sky, and beneath the plateau, surrounding it in all directions, a forest, hazy with mist, although whether it is actual mist or distance or recollection. Resting in the curve of a natural arch above you is a great copper bell, half again the size of a man, hanging at attention as if looking down on you in the event unfolding before you. The plateau has soaked in the sun, and the rock beneath you is rough and warm. The sky forms a cradle around you, and you feel different, not disembodied, but you feel your body, your physical contours have changed along with the surroundings. And you hear a soft series of chimes, like wind chimes. At the sound, the scene gains color and texture as if the sound is beckoning you gently forth, filling your senses and thoughts like mist rolling softly into a sealed chamber, and the chime coaxes you deeper into the memory, and you're certain that it is a memory, a warm one. You are on the stone of the plateau, your knees on the warm texture of the ground, silver or white, shimmering like Ardra. The plateau is formed of it, and glistening in the sun. You can feel the heat on your skin, your wrists, and your hands. Your hands are in motion, weaving, not thread, but gathering, tenderly moving along the first movements of Barath's wheel. Your hands are wet. Your hands are upon the flesh of a newborn child, and you can feel the crowning of a tiny head turning in your grip, its head slick wet from the womb. The hands you are wearing, inhabiting, have done this many times, and they are practiced and confident. You can feel distant pains in your own head as the head emerges, a stream of fluid from the womb helping the newborn slide forth, and a woman's labored breathing crying out. As your hands move, you hear the sound of chimes, clear, cluttering through the haze of memory. You cannot see where they are coming from, but they are close, and they are meant as a comfort. Of that you are certain. And coaxed by your hands, every movement causing the chimes to sound again. Almost eagerly the child comes forth, and as it does, your hands are in motion, weaving, moving along the length of a soft, wet rope. No an umbilical cord from the legs of the naked woman before you. You are holding a small child, still wet from the womb before you. The child cries out, its cry full of life, full of soul, the ringing of chimes echoing in its thoughts, filling it with its welcome. The soul is blurred at the edges, as if you are viewing a soul from within a soul, but is there, and is alive. The woman before you is weeping, and at her first cry, her hands reach out for it. Surrender the child. You surrender the child to her, something you have done many times before, and as your hands move, the chimes echo the movement. You realize the chimes are hanging from cords on your wrists, and where once they echoed in the memory, they are now echoing in the child's mind as well. The chimes are intended to welcome the child, to be its first gentle greeting into the world, a soothing sound guided by the tender motions of your wrists. You are helping to weave its thoughts, its perceptions, and the experience. The woman laughs with a ragged joy, laughing from a parched throat. Motion seems soothed, but the physical demand of labor have left her exhausted. But the child is here, the child is safe, and atop the plateau is peaceful, calm, distant, flattening out as the memory persists. With effort, the scene bleeds of color and your mind becomes your own again. There is no pole, no anchor, yet the sound of the chimes remains. As they exist in the memory, they sound here as well, and they are hanging from the woven braids on the wrists of the woman before you. Even as your head is spinning from the touch of her mind, the sound of the chimes on her wrists is sharp and clear, as if coaxing you back to the real world. The woman still sits before you, but she is nothing like what you first saw. She is wearing black, shredded garments that drape over her form like streamers. Her hair is streaks of black and run through with silver. Her age is almost impossible to tell. She simply feels old, like a crumbled watchtower. As she lifts her head to face you, you see that her hair is draped across the front of her face like a veil. What you first saw of her was a mental glamour of some sort, unconscious, and you realize that what you see is not what the world sees, and you are perhaps the first to see her true self. Still, you don't sense a threat in the realization. If anything, you feel a sense of relief from the figure. You can hear her thoughts, and she is glad to at last be seen. What was
I am
that?
seen, but the eyes of others do not remember. You were the first to see me as I am, the call stripped aside.
There's a light touch on your mind, a caress, and her left hand mirrors the motion of the touch, reaching up to the air between you. You hear the chime on her wrist sound softly. Her hand moves as if pantomiming resting on your cheek at a distance, and she speaks softly and slowly.
Your memories. A cadence of wheels and a caravan track. Fever. Questions by running water. Violence in a night's campfire. Arrows in the dark. And fleeing. Falling rock and cracking stone. And a storm. The storm. The storm that brushed you. Did its screaming wake you from your mind's cradle? Your memory of it is painful. Its cry is difficult to ignore. It's like a child. Many children crying out.
Her hand withdraws shyly, the chime sounding softly once again. The woman stands uncertainly, as if she's been sitting for some time, or is too weak to bear her own weight. You notice her cheekbones are tight, her face is gaunt, yet while her stance is weak, she seems determined to stand before you.
You are able to see me.
It's almost a question. You suddenly realize she doesn't seem to know what you saw when you looked at her, the image on the plateau, yet the image was so clear, so sharp, you're surprised she didn't feel you there.
To see me is a rare gift. A watcher's gift.
I've never been able to do it with a living
So
person.
many questions, thoughts, whirling like storm winds. That storm still roars through you, deep beneath your thoughts, yet muted and secret, like an underground river. I cannot tell if it is carving new channels, or eroding what keeps your true strength buried. The fact that you could hear it at all, survive it, is something few have ever done. Your power will grow stronger with each soul you touch, as it allowed you to reach out to mine.
There is a silence, and although it seems to last for but a heartbeat, in your thoughts it stretches out between the two of you, like a pull between your minds. You blink, take a breath, and then you realize she wants to ask you a question, yet can't form the words, as if assembling them is painful, or there simply are not enough pieces. Do you wish to travel with me? You feel a wave of fear, gusted with the strength of relief, although oddly her expression does not change. Then fear dissipates and you feel strength and certainty, as if the plateau from her memory lies beneath you and a calm sky looks down upon you. Awesome! I think I got the grieving mother. But I like the party that I have. Like, what is she? She's a cipher. I like Pallegina. Kana's funny.
Safe
Alright.
travels.
There we go. See if that works out well for her. I like how my reputation with House Dolmanel is overwhelmingly bad. I've yet to figure out how to find the knights, though. I've just heard about them. I actually haven't found the dang things. Ouch. Okay.
Yes?
Alright, well... The gorge... I can go back to the I can go to the crossing, or I can go to the gorge really quick and get that egg. I think I'm gonna go to the gorge and get that egg. I hope this is where she wanted me to get the egg. Nope, this isn't where I wanted to go for the egg. Whoops. Cool. Okay, not what I was technically looking for, but okay, I'll take it.
I'm here.
Drink. Drink. Read this quest again. That's not it. Reaver's lair. Come on, where's the... There it is, nest egg. Oh, it's in the crossing. Oh, okay. Whoops. Bah. My bad.
That's it!
She's got knives, so I guess she has to be in front. Wait. Better. Dungeons are complete. Yeah, I think that's next. Wait, really? Come on. There's gotta be a way to cross the water here somewhere. Yeah, right here. That's what I thought. You stand within what looks to be a ruined shrine. A moss-covered remnant of an ancient statue lies before you. Examine the statue. Only the broken legs and the feet of the sculpture remain. Long grooves alongside it suggest that it could be moved. Near the base of the statue, discover a skull carved into the stone. Examine the skull. A skull is carved into the stone in intricate relief, its mouth agape. Peering closely, you notice a rusty keyhole between its jaws. Pick the lock. After several attempts, you realize the rusted lock is beyond the skill of both you and your companions. Push the statue. Pedestal appears to be several hundred pounds of solid stone. You consider who would be best to push it. Eater. Eater pushes the statue, arms shaking, feet scrabbling for leverage. It doesn't budge. Durance. Doesn't budge. Push the statue. Alina. I'm gonna have everybody do it. We are all too weak. Well, guess I'm leaving for now.
A fatigued mind is a weakened one. Slowly now.
Keeping an eye out.
This could get fun real fast. Well, it's a good thing I saved right before this, because apparently these spiders are kicking my butt.
Hi? Kind of stuck over here. Perhaps a little rest is in order.
After all that, just one spider sack? Oh, okay, come on.
I'm here.
I think we can all sleep. Ooh. Nice. What was that noise? Oh, hey, she's
I'm ready.
She's very pretty. We're gonna go with... Ow. Yeah, I think revive is a good one.
I'm here.
That's it!
The flesh is...
At once.
I shall be discreet.
I can see this place through your eyes. We should take care.
Oh, there's the thing. Korgrak. As you advance into the darkness, the ground begins to tremble. You hear plodding footfalls, growling breaths, and bone-snapping crunches. An ogre steps out of the shadows, 10 feet tall and bulging with muscle. He tears a mouthful from a hoofed pink flesh limb and tosses it aside. Well, there's where the pink one went. He watches you from under the thick ridge of his brows, too well equipped to be a villager. A bandit from the road, then? Must be. The ogre snorts and tightens his grip on around the club. I have kept to myself, killed no one but the fools reckless enough to chase me down here. Why have you come looking for me? Looking for a noblewoman, actually. I've done my best to avoid Kith, especially the kind that might give rise to search parties. She never came here, of that I'm sure. Speak fast. Farmer ate Jew's pigs. Then I should have eaten the blazing farmer. I underestimated the love these villagers have for their swine. Calm down. What? What are you doing in this cave? Hiding from your kind. Kith driven from their homes by strange storms. Bandits out for blood and coin. My kind is unsafe around Kith at the best of times. But now, tempers run hot and ogre blood is valued among your alchemists. Surely there's a better place, he's magical. You think I haven't looked? I've wandered the wood from Isinien to here. A spider-filled cave is the best hiding spot I've found yet. And you seem sensible enough to understand that now that you found me here, I can't let you leave. Leave this village in peace. I won't tell you again. You don't need to stay in this miserable cave. I'm sure a big strong ogre like you would have no problem out in the wood. This place isn't safe. He grits his teeth and glares at you, his eyes hard and narrow with rage. Korgak takes several heaving breaths, seemingly ready to charge at any second. Finally, he drops his club. That's what I was afraid of. Time to move on, then. Can I recruit him? Sell my services for the shelter of a fortress? Sounds like another kind of trouble, but perhaps one I can handle. He began shuffling back into the shadows. If you need me, you know where to find me. I'll leave Darford alone for now. Yes. Oh, what's the farmer gonna do? This is gonna be great. Weaver song? What's this? The colorful clothing of the spirit weaver, Bonsedia, is known. I'm gonna say he can try and figure it out. Kana's gonna try to do it.
Quietly now.
Stand!
That is a giant spider. Holy bejeebus.
Stand together!
Yes?
Speaks news as yourself.
How may I help? Ah, thank you.
Didn't mean to hit the lady. Oh, I guess I didn't need it.
I'm here.
And that's all the Spider Queen had. How the hickety heck do I get over there? There's a dead body up there. Maybe it's gotta be in here. Ah, there it is. Oh. Oh, here's gonna be the rakes.
Stand together! Stand together!
They all went right for Durance. What's he got? Severe burns. I think he'll live. What's that one do again? Dex and damage reduction. Yeah, okay.
I'm here.
I shall be discreet.
Who are these guys? A man turns to face you, wiping blood from his estoc. His knit brows betray a moment of confusion, but as he watches you, a slow, confident smile creeps over his face. The Iron Brand does not meet many travelers this far from the road. What would they be doing out here? Probably after that Dragon Age, same as us, boss. It's a rhetorical question, you dimwit. Everyone knows the roads between the villages are crawling with brigands. They're obviously bandits, same as us. Why would you want a dragon egg? To sell it, of course. If I wanted to eat it, I would have grabbed some pigs from that farm in Deerford, too. Brigands, you say? What do you know? Round and large, and they come from dragons and drakes. What else is there to know? Plenty, which is why you shouldn't go disturbing their nests. Surely we could divide the spoils. An excellent idea. Save your coffers and equipment in a pile at our feet. Yeah. We'll call that a fair split. Yep. Only you're going for it. It was worth a try. Yeah. Okay. You die first. And then you do your protection for everybody. And then you do your flame shield. The cliff face is blackened and melted like candle wax. There's a small outcropping overhead with what appears to be a crude nest. It looks like a challenging climb. Yep. Joss grappling up over the ledge, holding on the attached rope. Hand, the hook lands with a satisfying clang, and you secure the line. Climb rope. I can't do this. Yeah. Twigs bones litter the area. The egg inside a small keg gets nestled in something. Take the egg and climb down the cliff. Secure the egg with a rope and lower it. Slow, steady motion once the prize has reached the bottom and settled in the dirt. You safely climb down the cliff. Whew, okay, so I got it. Saving.
That's it!
I just like to eat you.
That's it!
Yeah!
At once.
To sleep. Alright, I think I Examine the statue, examine the skull, try the skull-handled key. The key slides easily into the socket, you turn it, and the statue begins to move. Displays pedestal reveals a dark passage descending into the
After you. I insist.
And what does the flame reveal? Level. Laying low.
Why can't I get...
My thoughts will be as silent as my feet.
Absolutely. I'm here.
Light, flame, and sound. We'll keep to ourselves.
My thoughts will be as silent as my feet.
Two posts stand firmly in the stonework with broken ropes falling into the dark chasm of a large cavern. On the other side there is a slight opening of where a bridge may have led. The darkness below continues as far as you can see. Broken stone pillars, remnants of the missing bridge, rise from the abyss. Across the gap you see the mouth of a tunnel. Wooden beams protrude from the stones on either side of the chasm. Despite their age, they look sturdy enough to hold a grappling hook and rope. Okay, looks like I need a grappling
Yes?
hook.
Nice and quiet.
Absolutely.
Because I'm a dummy.
A simple test. A simple test.
There are mines here, etched.
I'm here.
I love that when Blueberry's stunned, she sits on her butt.
I can do that. I can do that.
See how many traps I trigger going back this way. Oh, I guess they've all been triggered, so that doesn't matter.
Mow it.
Duck over here.
Beyond.
I shall deal with it. I shall deal with this one.
Oh, they are rough. What has she got? Twisted ankle. Ooh,
Yes?
this is gonna suck.
I suppose it can't be helped. Not sure how I feel about this.
Okay, I guess I can't do that. And since I don't have any grappling hooks, I guess I can't go further either. Can I craft a? No. There's the food.
A simple test. I can do that. I can do that. A simple test.
Okay, so I guess I'm screwed. Shoot, I guess I need to go into town and find some grappling hooks or something. What exactly is the mechanic behind lock picking? Because I haven't seemed to get the knack of it. There's a bunch of locked doors that I can't get past, even though I have lock picks. Oh, but the difficulty is way past me. Bah.
That at least you can improve.
Yeah. Oh, I bet you I get to... Oh, I bet you Tygirl's taking her to sacrifice. Something crazy like that. Alright, let's find out.
So those feathers, that's a blessing of Helia?
So they say.
Well, that's lucky. Where I'm from, we see a feathered lady, we start worrying maybe her dad got frisky with his hens.
I guess you can always trust a farm boy's head to go there first.
How do you do?
Do you still have family living in the Deerwood, Eder?
No, not these days. Parents left the country years back during the purges. I think about them a lot.
It's a shame you and your family suffered, even after the Saints' War ended. You Deerwoodens certainly have a knack for holding on to old grudges.
You going to bed? Okay. Might be up for a little bit since I'm sleeping in. Although I'm getting really sad because, like, I have the party now of people. Like, I want Kana in my party, but I also like there's too many of these people that are interesting, and I want to keep them in my party and find out more about the meaty bits. This is way too. This is not fair.
You can swap out people once you've done significant portions of their story. Swap them for someone else and present of their story.
Yeah, I'm like, ah. Also, like, party balance too. I've got a wizard, I've got a warrior, or a fighter, I've got a cleric, and now I have a paladin and a cipher, but I don't have any rogues. Or like anybody with mechanics. Kana had some, I have some, but I'm a ranger. Okay, let's go find out what this butthead's been doing. Size and heft. I was hoping it wouldn't come to this. Oh boy. Nice. Not even gonna, no preface, nothing. Alright. Just.
It's no trouble.
Hello.
Found the dragon egg. Helena's feathered tits. She claps together. How did you manage this? I found the nest. Hope those worms didn't give me too much trouble. Let's see her then. Amazing, not a single crack. Here, take this. She drops a stack of coins and a parcel of ingredients into your hands. Everything you need to brew a good, strong pick-me-up should come in handy with the kind of scraps you seem to get into. Come see me anytime you need a potion or ingredients, alright? Got special prices for friends. Okay, what's wrong with the roads? Brigands, looters, you name it. The gods may be hollowing out our babies, but it's grown folk that's rubbing out the rest of us. People are scrambling to Defiance Bay because they hear there's Healthy's birth there. All those refugees in abandoned homes attract desperate sorts like flies on dog shit. Okay, well, I got the nest egg. And let's go talk to this farmer bud.
Hail and well met.
You won't be seeing him again. Falls in his face starts to red, but that son of a Warland whore, that thing devoured my entire herd. I wanted it dead, and I wanted it to mount its head in a pike. And the Oolong Ore is no longer a problem, that's what matters. Takes a long, deep breath. You're right. Here, take this for your troubles. I should look on the bright side. The ogre's gone, and I can start rebuilding my herd. In another 6 months, these will be grown and ready to breed. Although this runtle's still looking too small. I expect to get any good litters out of it, and I'd just as soon not have to weaken the rest of my stock. Why don't you take it? Gives me one less mouth to feed anyway. Hello, Adam. But if you try some signs, you get a piglet.
I'm here.
Okay, I just finished that now. Blood Legacy. I need to find somebody that I can buy a tackle from. Sorry, a grappling hook from. Let's see if I can buy it from her.
Welcome.
Probably not. Show me your wares. Alright, this is all the crap I sold her earlier. Potions and ingredients. Yeah, I can't actually. How are you doing? Enjoying Stardew? Oh, I gotta turn this thing off. There we go.
Welcome!
Maybe food and drink? Well, I definitely need camping supplies. Yes. be somebody who's got a grappling hook. Oh, maybe that other guy. That sexist butt plug.
You work for the Dukes of the Valian Republics, huh?
Ah, for as long as they will allow.
Must be nice always knowing who you're supposed to serve.
Well, there are 5 of them, but even so, knowing who is easier than knowing how.
Oh, there's 2 more things. Kana found surprising resistance to inquiries regarding the whereabouts of Bonicetta. Whoever had taken her wanted to keep her location a secret. At the behest of the Duchess of, or the Duchess of Sperento, a team of Valayan cryptographers attempted to decipher the fragments of Bonicetti's weaving messages. In turn, they communicated those leads to Kana. After several brutal fights against well-trained mercenaries, Kana reached Bonicetta's prison and weaving house near Girara. The Valayan textile company that had abducted her was immediately cast out of all Valayan republics, great and small. Thank you for saving her. You get a cloak of comfort. Aww. Oh god, go away. When is he leaving? In 6 hours? Did that thing finish? Oh, it's 9 hours. Okay. Nah, you're spelunking. That's fine. No, you were not the right person. You were not the person that I wanted to see. Oh, there's Winfred's.
Well met, friend.
You know, just in case. I have a torch, so I don't need any of those. But let me sell you all my crap. Like this, 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 and this, this, and this. Oh, I could actually just use one, maybe. Oh, right, I have grimoires that I should totally be pawning off. A lot of ugly hats. Stag helm, ooh. Should totally be wearing that thing. Trade. Alright, there we go. Totally gonna make her wear it, because why not? Actually, no, it's got dexterity as a bonus. Dexterity. Yeah, I'm gonna give that to you. Because why not? And then, what do you have? What do you mean with the ice crystals? You just shoot, you just swipe your sword at them, and they disintegrate. They don't have anything inside them. what spells you don't have yet. Okay, we're taking this one. Yep. That one. And this one. That was the waterlogged. Okay, I already have yours. What's this? Bewildering spectacle. Sure, sounds good to me. What's this? Combusting wounds. And I just learned combusting wounds. Okay, I actually should look at his grimoire right now and see what his spells are looking like. I'll try that. Piggy goes in here. Oh, there's one more thing I wanted to try. That's right. So now I have a grappling hook. I think it said that I can reskill somewhere.
Aloth, never before have I met an Adiran man so hesitant to speak his mind.
I'm not hesitant. I just, like to consider my words carefully.
You should really hear yourself talk, amigo.
Okay.
Good day, stranger.
Yeah, we'll do that. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. There's blueberry. Okay. She a ranger. Yeah, I'm surprised you didn't hear me say stag. All right. That's what I need to do. Okay, I think I need to go back to Deerford Crossing and then use my grappling hook. How much time is left on this? 3 hours. You say I'd wear that, like I'd hit that.
I suppose it can't be helped.
Nah, I figured as much. It's fine.
Laying low.
Actually, I wonder if there's any potions I can craft that give me... That's fine. Oh yeah, sorry. No, I said you said the way you said I'd wear that, it made me think I'd hit that. I was like laughing at that. Okay, now I have a grappling hook. Toss your rope. You aim for the beams on the opposite side of the chasm and hurl your grappling hook across the gap. It snags in one of the beams, digging into the wood as you pull. With a couple of firm tugs, you determine that the connection is secure. You tie the free end of the rope to one of the beams next to you. The path ends in a precipice. There remains a bridge. Okay, yeah. Shimmy across the chasm. The rope remains taut under your weight, but you feel the tension and vibration of every movement as you shimmy across. The groans and the creaks of the wooden beams echo in the abyss. Keep your progress slow and steady. Sound of labored breathing echoes across the chasm. Some of your party is tiring. Uh-oh. You reach the other side safe but exhausted. Woof. Woof.
I'll see what I can find.
Alright. Temple Fanatic, Mindbreaker. I don't like the Mindbreaker. I kill that guy. Everybody goes after him. I need you to make everybody have defense. Except everybody moved out of your thing. That's fine. I need you to quickly cast that.
That one hit true.
A fatigued mind is a weakened one.
I suppose it can't be helped. There you go.
Woohoo, another grappling hook.
And what does the flame reveal?
Aye?
You should probably do that. Oh, sweet. But you can do this. Where'd he go? Whoops, I need to do that.
Yes?
Hey,
I'm here.
hey.
I'm here.
Oh good, the drunk guy left.
Be cautious. Be constant.
Look there!
Ooh, what's this? Mirrored image. Wow, that looks super keen. What is this? Yeah, I think I'm gonna take that for me. What's that? Fine wand. Okay, where you go? Pretty cloak, pretty cloak. Oh.
I'm here.
Laying low.
I'd be glad to. Rest might do us some good.
Eyes open.
That's it!
Always there.
Oops. Let's rest now. Oh boy, this is the second time I've seen this in like 3 days. This can't be good. You feel a presence hovering nearby. When you turn, you see the grieving mother observing you. Concern crinkles the corners of her eyes and seeps into your mind. You wear a call of your own, Watcher. I see you shrouded by old lives and unanswered questions. I felt them more of late. This is why we journey together, that one may draw strength from many, and that much may be mended by the purpose of one. She peers at you. Her brow seems creased with a new kind of anxiety. Your obscure past, does it trouble you? I don't know what's in there, and that troubles me. Take care, Watcher. Do not let the unknown chapters of your soul thwart your present endeavors. You must fortify your mind and find clarity in your purpose. She retreats from you, fading into the background. If you did not already know she was here, you'd suspect that you wouldn't notice her at all. Aww. Yay, craft hall complete. So, what next? I could be really vain and... Oh wait, no, I did. I was already super vain. Let's see. I think that one sounds good.
If secrets whisper here, I shall listen for them.
I'm here.
I know there's a big thing in the center here that I'm missing, but...
My mind feels sharp.
Be cautious. Be constant.
I suppose it can't be helped. Hope that helps.
Oh, okay, so there's nothing over here, really.
I shall be discreet.
I'll do the hearth next.
Not a sound.
Alright, well, nothing there. Oh, there's more than one cultist.
Lava.
You can do this thing to him. And I think everybody else can just...
Mow it.
A voice fall.
Okay, you and Boo need to go attack that guy. No! So do I. Alright, what's he got? What's wrong with him? Swollen eye. He doesn't need to be that perceptive. Okay, now I'm finding
I'd be
freaking
glad
grappling
to.
hooks everywhere, but then again, that's how they get in here, so I shouldn't be surprised.
I'm here.
Yes?
Certainly.
Slowly now.
Look there. It's no trouble. Hope that helps.
Oh look, then we don't have to climb back across.
Lavarur beyond seeking. Moefixianan.
Old dungeon key. Awesome. Final Journal of Jonas. Okay, talk about nuts. Just a little bit.
My thoughts will be as
Whoops.
thoughts will be as silent as my feet.
She's frozen.
My thoughts will be as silent as my feet.
That's it!
Dallas Adonis, this is going to be underneath the... Yep, back to town. That's what I thought. Is that another one of them? Apparently.
I suppose it can't be helped. Hope that helps.
I wonder if I should just bring everything to the father now. And what revolution would be this? I'm pretty sure they've already had their revolution, at least from what I understand. Okay. Let's see.
Welcome!
Tell me about the village. Walk from one bridge to the next and you've seen it. We're quiet, hardworking folk. We keep to ourselves and don't take to being pushed around. Used to be a castle here built by some family of Adiran Thanes back when the Empire first came. Only one tower still standing, and that's part of Tirgral's shop. Sid, that bard at the fire. I think I'm gonna have to listen to Sid. Alright, you don't see many travelers? Of course not. Why would they come here? We got bandits on the road and an ogre in the forest, as that yapping fool Rumbold tell ya. Worse yet, hasn't been a healthy child born here in over a year. Most kith that come here just passing through. Goodbye. Alright, let's go talk to the bard.
Good day, stranger.
Yeah, the fishing minigame is the worst. Your first, like, 2 or 3 level, like, first through third level is the worst, and then once you can at least get past the bamboo fishing rod, it starts getting at least moderately better. Alright, that was the first major conflict between the original Adirian settlers and the Glenfathans. Happened 3 years into colonization when some farmers knocked over an Adair menhir that was part of the Ingwithian ruin. The war didn't last long, but it spread quickly and claimed thousands. In the early weeks, most of the colonists didn't even realize there was a war going on until the Glenfathan raiders hit their village. There'd been small, spontaneous skirmishes between the colonists and the locals before then, but this was organized, and it was the start of decades of violence between the colonists and the Glenfathans. As you can see, Deerwood's full of history, even little villages like this tell me about the War of Black Trees. It started back in the colonial days, almost 30 years after the Broken Stone War. Even though isolated conflict still broke out between the settlers and the Glenfathans, both sides had officially agreed to peace. Edrang Hadrit, Admeth's father, was Gruff at the time. As part of peace negotiations, he'd signed treaties prohibiting Adirian colonists from looting Ingwithian ruins. However, he'd been unable to outlaw the use of captured Glenfathans as slaves. What's a Gref? A Gref is the governor of a colony and is subservient to the Adirian emperor. The early leaders of the Adirian colony in the Deerwood, including Edrang and Admeth Hadrit, were Grefs. Griefs. At the start of the War of Defiance, Admeth Hadrit declared himself Duke of an independent Deerwood rather than Grief of the Emperor's colony. It was the same term used for leaders in the newly independent Valayan republics. Anyway, we hadn't had a grief since. See, indeed, the taking of Glenfathan slaves had continued to be a source of conflict, came to a head when imperial agents, aided by certain earls in the Deerwood, began looting the ruins again. See, the Empire had never actually agreed to Hadrit's treaties on the matter, and the recent succession of the Valayan republics likely left them eager to weaken Hadrit's position. The looting sparked a brutal slave uprising and a guerrilla campaign amongst the Glenfathans. Edrang Hadrit was too old to lead forces into battle, and so he sent his son, Admeth. Admeth made a costly but effective decision that ended the war faster than anyone could imagine. He burned the forest near the Icenen River to keep the Glenfathan warbands from retreating. Thousands of Glenfathans died, and as Admeth repeated his scorched earth tactics in the following months, he wore down the remainder of their forces. To this day, over 150 years later, there are still sections of the Deerwood where the trees are nothing but bare, charred husks. Farewell. Okay, well that didn't tell me much about the thing that I thought might help, but oh well. Alright, let's go talk to Papa. What do you think? Could be a lot of things. The local heroes don't seem to realize. Crowing about the castle they tore down and built a village over. Okay. Goodbye.
Yes. Have you news of Alice? A petty, small-minded man, just like the rest of them around here. I've been paying him an honest fee for board and bed, and yet he can't be bothered to stir himself to concern for my Alice.
This is why I'm hoping you can help. I should have never trusted these people around my child. Okay, crap. Okay, so telling him doesn't do bupkis.
Gods keep you.
Sleep. Oh
At
boy.
once.
Are you gonna yell at me at pace? Yep. Okay, so I don't know. Uh-oh. I don't know. Oh, no, I know, probably next. Let me talk to the priests over in the temple and tell them that got like a crazy cult going on here. What's this? I think I've actually been in there. It's the mill. so the mill was Bupkis. Have you seen Lord Harron's daughter? I'm afraid not. Lord Harron's men asked me already, and that was the first I'd seen of any of his party. Wherever she is, this life or another, I hope he takes comfort that her soul is with Barath. People in this town say the Hollowborn problem is especially bad. It has. Cities and villages all over the Deerwood have seen Hollowborn, but Dareford hasn't seen the birth of an unaffected child in years. Most of our people have moved on to other villages in search of hope, and those who have stayed behind aren't the same. Children promise a future. You know, people change when you take that away from them. Don't I know it? Alright, well apparently that's a dead end too. Selby. Okay. I'm stumped. I have no idea where to go next with this stupid blood legacy. Let's try to get the runes, see what happens then. Wait, there was a center room that I couldn't open. I still can't open it. Payday, hooray! Because I don't have a high enough flippin' mechanics. Just gonna have to figure out. Wait, no. Okay, let's go to the Relag. See if maybe there's anything I can get done here. Probably not. I'm lost. I'm a little lost right now.
Laying low.
Oh, that's slow. Well, they're not attacking me. A man stands before you, his face smeared with green and ochre dyes. Hides and first cover his body and he holds a spear in one hand.
What brings you here?
Back to your village, Estramor. You're lucky the three Stilgar hunt other quarry tonight. Have the farmers grown too fearful to even mention our name? We are the fiercest of the 6 tribes of Irglanfoth, and we are the guardians of the monument here. You know about the sacred place of the builders, and neither your feet nor ours shall sully its stones. The grasses, however, I will gladly water with your blood. Looking for a group, so are we. That's why we wait here, Estramar. And that is why I've decided to let you leave in peace. If you let me, I'll bring them out for you. And allow even more Estramar to trample sacred ground? Certainly not. Well, you already messed up once. What's the harm of doing it again on our account, seeing as we're probably much nicer people? We will wait. If they are inside, they must come out, and when they do... they're known by the other names in the heathen tongues of farm folk. They are the ancients who built this place and many more like it, and we are 6 tribes guard their legacy. Be going. Do not come this way again. Alright, well, I can go this way. So, neater. Pierce proof. I think you need to be pierce proof. Actually, no, I think she needs to be pierce proof because she's in melee range. That's all. It's a very dead wolf. It's all by itself. This is what happens when you're all by yourself. Oh, never mind. Apparently. A broken bridge lies before you. Most of it appears to have crumbled to the river centuries ago, leaving 2 jagged ledges on either side of the water. You see a yawning passage to the mountain on the other side. You might be able to jump across the gap. I'm gonna jump. Ah, I sprained my wrist. But I made it across. Ha! Take that. Okay. Oh, this is main quest stuff.
I'll see what I can find.
Eyes open.
Margaren's fire casts light in dark places.
I shall be discreet.
How about that?
What's this? Twin stones? Oh, this is gonna suck. Because druids are pretty badass.
Hey.
Oh, that's another druid.
Thick, worthy.
Oh, these druids suck. Yeah, I'm really bad at the combat in this, so trying to figure things out has been always not fun sometimes. Okay, well, she's down. I can only imagine that this might help. Oh, okay, well, so that one's dead, I think. Oh, that's right. Alright, well, let's see if I can do that before we all die. You're already dead. You're not bad. Alright, you... Don't you have something that you can...
I'm here.
Okay. We're alive?
Yes?
We made it? Excellent. We're gonna take a nap. We're gonna take a sleep. I think a sleep is gonna be in order here. Rest.
I'd be glad to.
I shall be discreet.
Oh, I guess the troll's gonna find us.
Nice and quiet.
I guess the druids died because they poisoned themselves to death. But I also died because I stood in the fire, which was bad. Sigh.
That's not.
Oops. Go figure. What's that? Dexterity? Okay, she should be fine.
I'm here.
Margaren's fire casts light in dark places.
Look there.
Whew. Blueberry, you were really close. Alright. We've come full circle. I don't think there's anything. Oh, there could be stuff over here. Ah, crap.
How may I help?
That one hit.
That's it! That's it!
I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready.
I'm here.
Laying low.
Stand together.
Oh, it's thorns, okay.
I'm here.
Yes?
Okay, I should probably go back. If nothing else, to figure out what the heck I missed.
It's no trouble. There you go.
Keeping an eye out.
I'd be glad to.
Animate. What is an animate? And why did you just keep going? Okay.
That's it!
inanimate. I'm amused by the little pets in this game. Should I really quick just to make sure.
Nice and quiet.
Not a sound.
That's not very helpful.
I'm here.
Hi?
Keeping an eye out. Hey.
I'm here.
Okay, I think now that I've triggered all the traps in here, I'm just gonna sleep. DR. Because people have used mini spells. Oh no, I don't want them to attack in 5 days. Alright, well I guess I'll have to deal with that.
If secrets whisper here, I shall listen for them.
I saw people, probably were spirits. Series of pictographs, simple but clear, are carved on a column in the alcove. Figures of men and women with their arms raised are carved into the top of the column. Suits of armor in the same pose of chiseled at the bottom. Okay.
Yes?
If secrets whisper here, I shall listen for them.
Absolutely.
I get the feeling I at least have to try to go in this way. Then I'll be like, oh, doo-doo, you can't go that way. Oh, maybe I can.
Hope that helps.
flows from the central pillar and seems to spill down the steps. Luminous egg-shaped stones are nestled within rippling areas.
My thoughts will be as silent as my feet.
That's it!
Margren's fire casts light in dark places.
Ardra animate.
I shall be discreet.
I'd be glad to.
Totally just like went a little nuts and got himself killed. I'll take it. Images of men and women swinging hammers and heating iron over a forge fill this alcove. You don't know how to read them. I wonder if there's a yet, like a yet seems to be implied in this. Alright, well that was this side. All the way over here where I started to go.
They shall see nothing while I see
Go
much.
figure.
Shh.
Oh, come on.
Keeping an eye out.
Pictograms in this alcove portray a procession marching to an altar. A lone figure lies upon the altar, and another member of the procession drives a dagger into its heart. Something flows from the dying man into a white stone perched above the altar. I'm pretty sure the something is his blood.
Be cautious. Be constant.
Keeping an eye out.
Column hieroglyph shows men and women standing in a line, descending into a pool. The figures emerge. Below it stand with outstretched arms and triumphantly serene expressions. So they drank the Kool-Aid. Whoops. It's a specter. A man and a woman are carved from lustrous odor pour the contents of a vase at their feet. Oh, hey. This multifaceted piece of crystal has been cut and polished to perfection. Let me guess, it's going to be important. And I don't understand what any of the symbols say. Oh.
My thoughts will be as silent as my feet.
Stand together! Stand!
The images in this alcove depict a row of pale stones surrounding a suit of armor. Something flows from the stones into the armor, imbuing it with a golden halo. And what's this? 4 egg-shaped stones sit upon top short, narrow pedestals, all face the altar in the middle of the room.
My thoughts will be as silent as my feet.
Eyes open.
A man and a woman carved from lustrous odor pour the contents of a vase at their feet. So pretty. Or at least is that. Okay, what's this? Unlock with the within key.
My thoughts will be as silent as my feet.
That is assuming I know what the heck I'm doing 3 or 4 moves in. Which I do not. And I never do.
Yes?
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 Hey, it's another one of those things.
Certainly.
In running water, I see a small stream that carves its way into the mountain. Shallow bottom flickers and wavers just under the water's edge, but as you look toward the tunnel, bottom disappears into darkness. From here, it's impossible to tell how deep the stream is. I'm gonna leave. That's probably my exit.
Quietly now.
That's just a guess. haze of essence lingers over the body, as faint and insubstantial as a dust plume in a rider's wake. Yet as you draw closer, whispered instructions echo in your ears and anticipation warms your blood. In a vision, you see the same stone machine you approached moments ago, but from a different height and angle, as if through different eyes. You'd heard rumors that some of your brethren were sent here months before, yet you see no sign that anyone has been here. In fact, the cobblestones are covered in a fine layer of dust, ash. You know suddenly what this will cost you, and you are ready. The orders were clear. The effects of the machine in Kleban Relag were wearing off. A child had been born not far from Deerford recently, its soul intact. The machine would need to be reactivated. They're keeping the souls? They're probably storing them for some sort of strike. You and your companions take up your positions. You share a final look of affirmation between yourselves. They don't know your name, and you don't know theirs, but you know that you're doing the work of the gods together, and none of the rest matters. Two carved bands of stone in the middle of the machine grind to motion. They rotate in opposite directions, picking up speed until they spin like freshly greased carriage wheels. A wind shrieks through the caravan, accelerating with the stone rings. You press your hands to your ears and grate your teeth against the noise. You're about to shut your eyes when you glimpse a new movement. Rows of triangular flaps around the machine open like petals. You don't know what's happening in the machine, but you feel a tingling at your extremities. Searing pain spreads through your body, a hot knife separating every tissue and ligament within you. All the while it feels as if you're falling towards the machine, your stomach mashed against your spine. What happens next is too fast to process. You awaken from a vision to find yourself kneeling and gasping for air. Holding your head, you let the tiles between your knees gradually come into focus. As you catch your breath, you remember the strange scene you saw outside Salant Liz, where several robed figures fell amidst a howling bellwhack. Looking at the ash scattered across the cavern floor, it is apparent that the leaden key has been doing this, whatever it is, all over Deerwood. Something in the ether hums and buzzes through your teeth. It's called electricity. I guess this is what I'm going to have to notify her of. Yep, that sounds about right. Wade into the tunnel. Take slow, sloshing steps towards the mouth of the tunnel, holding yourself upright. Yeah, I think active streams get like 5 seconds and then, or cycle through or something like that. So, hello, Geppetto. Okay, you take slow, sloshing steps towards the mouth of the tunnel, holding yourself upright while the current tugs at your legs. The cold water leaves you gasping, and as it rises past your waist, you fight to control your breaths. The stream bed soon drops out from under your feet, and the current pushes you towards the tunnel with growing force. I'll swim to the tunnel. The current pushes you through the tunnel faster and faster, tugging you downward. Over your head, the tunnel narrows and drops, leaving only a thin pocket of air. You take a final deep breath before the current drags you into the depths. Rays of light pierce the darkness, but the current is moving too fast now for you to see more than flickering glimpses as you speed by. You keep your hands in front of yourself and focus on avoiding the jagged rocks that appear suddenly in the darkness, jutting from the walls. A light winks at you up ahead. You're approaching it fast, but it looks to be the mouth of a second, smaller tunnel. You might be able to reach it, but your lungs have started to ache. Grab the edge of the tunnel. You wrap your fingers around the rocks lining the tunnel and peer into it. It terminates in a dead end, but something glints among the rocks at the far side. Reaching it would be a challenge for anyone without strong lung capacity. Hader, do it! Hader pulls himself into the tunnel, executing deft scissor kicks while the passage narrows. At the end, he finds a skeleton with a handle protruding from its ribs. Hader pulls it free and pushes off from the wall, propelling himself back towards the main tunnel. Woohoo! Swirling and tumbling through the darkness of the tunnel, you at last see a halo of light above, and you swim and kick toward it. At last, your head breaks the surface, you gulp air into your aching lungs, and you pull yourself to the edge of the pool. Crawling out of the water, you look at the cavern around you as you massage feeling back into your aching, cold, numbed limbs. You have gained an item, the Rose of Salt Hollow, added to your inventory. Ooh. Nice. wonder what... Wait, is this it? The Rose of Salt Hollow. It's a morning star. Kind of neat, but I don't know anybody that's doing two-handed weapons right now. So, wait, is she? Yeah, she is. Enjoy, m'lady. I like how she has a pistol as a backup. That's great. That's fantastic. Do you have? Oh, that's right. She's a god something. Gosh, I can't remember what it's called. So she can't wear hats. I really have nothing else to give her. I haven't even gotten a belt. Like, I don't think anybody wears belts. They don't exist. Oh, hey, that's where you come out. Cool. I saw... Right, it was over here. Yeah, Geppetto, I didn't think that many people were going to be interested in a Pillars of Eternity, because when I even looked at Twitch the other day to see if there were any other people streaming Pillars, nada. So it's probably interesting that it at least made it onto the front of YouTube's gaming for at least a little bit. Oh, I should probably have been stealth. Those guys are going to see me come out. Yep. Dope. So exit the ruin, their painted faces betraying shock and anger. You were warned, Estramar. Yeah, I remember. Oops. Okay, everybody. Which one of these guys is... Okay, Hunter, Warrior, and he's probably a caster, so... Get him. Oh, shoot. This is gonna suck. I need you to get the heck out of the way. Can't do it. All of my tanks and everybody is... This is gonna be fun. This is gonna be great. It's gonna be fantastic. Okay. Do that. Yeah. And then also do this. And you are stuck. I need you to get the heck out of the way. So she can get in there. There we go. And then I need you to go, like, right there. And hopefully this will help, and you are going to die, and I do not want that to happen, so maybe I can do this. Not enough focus. How much focus does that require? Oh, 40. Oh, bugger. I'm not a big fan of pranks. Okay, let's see if I can try to get somebody's soul to start leaking. He's almost dead, so we'll try you.
I'm ready.
I need you to not die, so we're also gonna do that. Can you do that? Can you not? Can you just... Are you stuck?
Yes?
Damn it!
Ah, darn it. Okay. How about you do your little magic-y thing with him? Okay, Blue, you need to move your big butt. There we go. And now you can go after him. And now everybody can attack that guy. Okay.
I'm here.
I'm no longer stuck. Okay, what do we got here? Sugar. Cool. Anybody else? Oh,
Certainly.
this guy. Blue, get out of the way.
I'm here.
Blueberry is constantly getting in the way. What the heck? Okay, well, that was this, and that was intriguing. So now I guess it's time to... That still didn't solve my blood legacy problem, though. Dang it. I don't know how to... I don't know what the next step is for blood legacy. mean, I could possibly go back and ask the ogre, but I don't think he's gonna give a shit. I'm gonna try it just to see if the ogre has anything to say about it, but probably doesn't. I liked, I didn't play the BioWare Baldur's Gates, but I did play the ones from the PlayStation 2, like way back. I think it was a Dark Alliance. Those were so much fun. But it's been a while, so I've gotten like used to not doing like Neverwinter Nights or anything like that. Okay, yeah, so he doesn't care. Ah, this is frustrating. I don't know how to do this stupid part. At least I don't know what my next step is. I can't talk to the dad. I'm gonna have to look it up. I don't want to. I should be able to piece through everything here in the game itself, but I can't figure this one out. Yeah, it's neat. I'm still getting a little bit of the hang of, it is very D&D, the combat system, which is, you know, interesting. I'm not a very good, plan out my attacks type person. I like the more active role in things, but at the same time, yeah, he didn't eat it. I found the cave, I found a corpse, yep, and I found that. I found the rune. It's not clear what it's being used for, but symbols of skin have been painted on the walls. I wonder if I'll have to go back to Dire Defiance and figure out from there. What's this? Oh, that's Pelagina. But this game has been really fun so far. The plot is... Whew, wow, is the plot kind of brutal. But I'm saying this as a... the main plot of this game just kind of hits a chord close to home, so... But it's pretty interesting. And the characters... Oh, that's the only thing I would say biggest complaint I have right now is the fact that I want all the characters in my party at once, because they all are very interesting, but I can't have them all, and that makes me upset. That's where the drakes were. That was nowhere. Right? Oh no, there is something over there. Oh, I guess not. Alright, let's go back to the village. Balls. I cannot think of anything else that I'm supposed to be doing for this stupid place. Rest in the end, and then I'll try going back into the tower and seeing if I missed something there before I go head off to Defiance Bay.
Well met, friend.
Room now. Oh, now that I'm thinking about it, maybe I should try to... Alright, I'm gonna save. Bandits. Stop them. Actually, hold on. Alright, let's go to the stronghold and manually resolve this. Oh, I have to go to I have to get there. Shoot, I hope I have enough time to get there. I I don't want my keep to be beat up. I've been spending too much money on them.
Looks a little healthier than before.
That's good. Alright, so the woodland trail's completed. Let's start... Oh, what do we got here? Merchant stalls, curio shop, artificial chapel, forum, training grounds, botanical garden maze. I said I'd do the hearth next, didn't I? I did. And then I'm gonna do the training grounds. Cool. Okay, let's see if I can do the manual solving it now. Manual resolve. Oh, please don't kill frickin' Aloth right off the bat, like you always do.
Lavaru.
Now we can all go and wow, okay, so I think I was good. Man, I probably could have just auto-resolved it. Hot shit. Talking about my army. What's the status? 2 green. No one's offered their help. Okay. That's all for now. Continue. Farewell. Right.
I'd be glad to.
Something you're doing? Wrong game.
Better indeed.
Okay, well. Yep, it's gonna be these guys. Let's go talk to little spy lady. Brutish warrior has arrived, seeking employment. He was nearly set upon by brigands on the road, but your patrols intervened. Woohoo! I will hire a Brutish warrior, because why not? He's a special kind of cool. Alright, so how much time is left on... 2 hours. Alright, that's not bad. anybody knows where I can actually find these stupid Knights of the Crucible, that'd be great, because I actually haven't come across them at all. I've just heard stories about them. I need to go to the second floor. If they're in Heritage Hall and I can't get into Heritage Hall, then that makes sense, but I'm supposed to intervene. I can't do anything for the expedition guys until I come across them buggers.
How fares your search? Well, let's hear it.
Leaden Key is manipulating a group of Admethian machines that span the country, and it seems to be causing the Hollowborn epidemic.
I had feared they might be involved in Widewind's legacy. It seemed too extreme even for them. How naive I've been. That isn't enough to take to the Duke, but we're close. Avar Wolfgren is a cautious man. He will want to know everything possible before being moved to action. Yes?
All right. And then this one's... Ah, yes, the tower in Heritage Hall. But I can't get into Heritage Hall because it's closed to me. Ugh, flap. Faintly good. How do I get into Heritage Hall? Okay. I'll check Heritage Hall again, see if maybe I can get by again. If not, well... then I'll just go to Odra's Gift and probably slaughter myself a brothel. Nope. Still can't get in. Awesome. Okay. Oh, here we go. You're making quite a name for yourself with the Dominels. Pity that it's the kind you should... Yep. That's fine, guy. Not really, it's fine. Things that do not worry me. You guys. Shoot. Where's the brothel? Oh, it is over there. Darn it. Someday, one day, I will come across a game that doesn't have a brothel in it. Alright.
Good day, stranger.
You need to lower your prices. Hold on. Tell me about this place. Any of your regulars interested? Nope. Oh. I need to figure out how to up those values. Unless I can have him talk to her.
Yes?
You talk to her.
Good day to you.
Nope, doesn't work.
I'm here.
Worth a shot. It's either intellect or resolve. Yeah. Intellect is 16. I need at least one more boosting. One more boost to my intellect. Do I have anything on people that is boosting their intellect right now? Yes. I'm gonna switch this out just real quick to see what happens.
Hail, traveler.
Aha! Legacy will end one day. Take a small loss now to keep your customers happy. Then let your clients and courtesans buy their own bitter squash. At least they won't be able to blame you for the prices anymore. Let's try that one. I hadn't thought of it that way. Very well, I'll roll back everything back, and I'll hold you to the legacy ending one day. You hear? Back to work for me. Need anything else? Goodbye. Okay.
I'm here.
Alright. So now I will give you back your thing. Put this back on me.
At once.
Actually, now that I'm thinking about it,
I'd be glad to.
I think since I paid 1,000 for her already, I can still go see her. That was just the entrance fee, so to speak. Oh yeah, it was. How about that? Oh good, the hearth is complete. Hooray! Where is the... Nope. Training grounds. Yep, there we go.
Hail, traveler.
Let's talk about that medallion. Resolve or might. Leave. Alright. Do I have anything that gives me more resolve or might? I just downed my might too. But I need just one more might. Do I have anything that I can enchant? Nope. Oops. Do you have anything with might on you? Fortitude, restricts, will, spell, what? Oh, okay, cool. That's not gonna give me enough resolve. Constitution, fortitude, reflex, and will. Constitution. No, that's damage. Maybe I can make a different armor with one might on it. Or something. Okay, what am I wearing? I'm wearing hide. Let's try that. I have a
How do
feeling
you
this is
do?
gonna be like slapping her or something. Might intimidate you. One way or another, you'll give me that medallion. That's what I figured it was gonna be, but I don't have anything that's gonna up my resolve high enough. So intimidation it is. Stay quiet. You hear her muffled cries under your hand and feel the warm, shallow gasps of her breath as she struggles. Finally, she yanks a long cord out of her bodice. A carved Ardra medallion hangs on the end. Thank you.
I'm here.
Probably got something bad about that. Hold on. Passionate, rational, or maybe... Oh. I was expecting a passion
At
out of
once.
that, at least something. That's fine. She's probably going to try to kill me later. Or at least hire somebody to try to kill me, or something. Who knows? We'll see. Oh, I should probably switch my armor back, though. Because as cool as this is, you... No, I don't need a billion windows. Wow. There we go. He is back in Brackenberry, I believe. He's at the inn there.
You seem preoccupied with details, Alaf. Almost consumed by them, I'd say.
Once you've seen a colleague misuse Archimede's capricious hex, you learn an appreciation for details.
Brackenberry. Hello, 9 people. Everybody's so quiet in the chat. Okay. Oh, wait. Is this more bad guys? It is. These are probably her assassins. Dollars to donuts. Okay, you need to stop dying, man. I get it. The NPCs saw the healer and said, kill the healer first.
Hey.
Because that's how this works. Oh, man, there were tattered notes. I have to read more tattered notes. Yeah. Nope, not that one. These ones. Yep. Written on the scrap of parchment is a concise... You can't stop mind typing. Okay, Adam. Written on the scrap of parchment is a concise but detailed description of you, including your name, your distinguishing features, and everyone you're known to have associated with in your brief time in Deerwood. Yes, yes, yes. Knew that was coming.
I'm here.
Alright. How long those naked bodies are gonna last there, who knows? I believe this is the inn. Yeah, it is. Okay, he's right here.
Good day, stranger.
Yes. Thirstwind's eyes are as wide and round as the artifact in his hands. You've given my people a gift we couldn't possibly repay. I'll do the best I can, though. He shoves it back in the bag of coin into your hands. This is everything I have. Take it, please. Keep it. Your clan could use it to rebuild. The Shattering Spear will sing of your kindness for generations to come. If you ever find yourself in Eire Glenfoth, please honor us with a visit. Farewell. Good enough for me. Okay. While I'm here, I might as well try to see if I can bully the clerk again. I think I need more might, which I'll try to do my trick if I can. I don't know if I can, but we'll see. Yeah, first fires. Doop. Doesn't every D&D game at some point? There's definitely a lot of terminology, though, that I keep tripping up on. There's a lot of pronunciations I can't seem to quite get my brain around. Cool. And this far into the game, I think I have a vague idea of kind of the mythos that's happening, but at the same time, I feel like I need to like sit down and just read. I see what you mean. Okay, let's see. I might have to intimidate this guy, and I really don't want to, but I want your Dark Eater to be able to find his brother.
Hail, traveler.
Just looking for some records, blah. Okay, so I am gonna have to do the thing that I did last time, which is intimidate the crap out of this guy. Okay, I switched out. This, so. There we go. No. Wait, no, I know what I do. There we go. That's what I did, right? Yeah, cool. Try again.
Well met, friend.
Yes, blah, blah, blah. I take what I want. Marcus frowns in the Duke's palace. I can assure you that you do not. Besides, without my assistance, you'd be sifting through scrolls for years. I've come a long way. I just need to find out about my brother. Okay, so apparently I have no recourse for this guy. Balls. Oh well. Sorry, Eater, I tried. But that means I still don't know where the stupid knights are.
Durance, do you take anything seriously? Or is the entire world just a setup for your idiotic punchlines?
The world is the punchline, Birdwoman. In all its weakness. Would you kill the messenger?
Yeah, I don't think this is part of the Faerunian verse. Oh. Neat. Oh, so they toss in a bunch of those little Easter eggs. That kind of thing. Yes, I
If he were as annoying as you, I'd consider it.
Alright, well at least try getting those, and if I can't finish this quest, I think after this quest I'm probably going to call it a night, because I'm getting really tired. But, and then I'll probably have to look up what the heck's going on with this Blood Legacy quest, because I am stumped. I'm obviously missing something and I'm not sure what it is. Okay, find the Elder Archives.
Well met, friend.
Nope. This guy now? Nope, he's one of those things. He's a womp.
Greetings.
Let's try that one. Thank you for letting me know. I'll be sure to tuck the tome away from prying eyes and see that this Nadine never sets foot in here again. In the meantime, here's a token of our appreciation. What else do you need? Well, crap. That's not how I wanted that to happen, but okay. Well, I guess that works. Only 53? Oh, that's good. Ooh, dollars to donuts, it was back here. I've already finished the quest, so I guess it doesn't matter. Right. Well, that finishes that. I'll look over the quest log. Ugh, it's almost 1. Okay. Look at the quest log. Save with my next idea. Alright. Farmer's Plate. Okay, then why is it still here? I'm not giving you the guy's head. Eaters with me, a strange priest. That's Durance. Gets Kana, that's the thing. That's my... Osric was kicked out of the Crucible Knights by Father. Yeah, I can't get... I can't find the stupid breastplate because I don't know where the Crucible Knights are. Alright, so Rogue Knight and Blood Legacy. I have to figure out what the heck's going on with those. Because I technically can't do anything else. Because the Undying Heritage, I can't get to Heritage Hill. Yeah, okay. I think I'm just gonna save. What do? Okay, I think I'm gonna call it a night. Thank you everybody who has listened in on my stream for tonight. I will probably be streaming tomorrow night as well, although it might be semi-interrupted here and there. But for the most part, I'll be getting back to this, hopefully with a little bit of research so that I know what the heck I'm supposed to be doing here. At least to get out of this stuckness. But yeah, thank you for coming by and everything like that. So have a good night, everybody.
If secrets whisper he...